Is it recording? Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings, everyone. My name is Muharrir. I'm a third-year student majoring in computer networks and security under the School of Computing banner. I'm applying for a network engineer position at IndiHome, Telkom Indonesia, and how my educational background, personality, achievements, and work experience could help me towards that. Sorry. So a bit of a background on myself. I was born in Aceh, the most northwestern province of Indonesia, known for its beaches, diving sites, mountains, and home to the 19th century Baitur Rahman Grand Mosque. Alongside my three sisters and parents, I spent most of my childhood there. So this is where I went to high school, Fatih Bilingual School in Banda Aceh. I met a lot of people whom I am still friends to till this day. So some of them are also studying at UTM like us. So next one, I knew about UTM from one of my seniors in Fatih. I've always wanted to travel to new places, which is why I applied to UTM in the first place. I thought maybe a change of scenery is what I needed. I chose the computer networks security course because I've always been intrigued by computers and cybersecurity in general, and I think they're quite interesting. So now regarding my personality, I took a test from this website called 16personality.com. I believe most of people already use this. So this website uses the Myers-Briggs methods of determining one's personality traits. And I got a mediator personality type. So mediators value authenticity, empathy, and harmony. We tend to act with the best of intention. Well, with that said, we may feel isolated or discouraged when other people don't share our idealism. So from the slide before, you can see the code attached to my personality type. The I stands for introverted, the N stands for intuitive, the F stands for feelings, and the P stands for prospecting, and the strip T stands for turbulent. All of these traits sway around 60 to 70% to the favoring side, as seen on the status bar here. Like any other personality type, we mediators also have strengths and weaknesses. We are thoughtful, we care about other people's feelings, we are generous, well, most of the time, we are creative. However, we are also self-critical, overly idealistic, and emotionally driven and difficult to get to know. To give you guys a better ideas on what this personality type is, here are some well-known figures that share the mediator personality type with me. The first one is the famous writer of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, J.R.R. Tolkien. And then we have critically acclaimed musician Alicia Keys, a famous actor, Tom Hiddleston, and a legendary playwright, William Shakespeare himself. So moving on to my achievements, most of them are from me playing basketball, a sport I started playing a long time ago and luckily have a few successes to experience. This one was from the InterVarsity Sports Festival at Pago, where we won second place. Sorry. And this one is from the Indonesian Olympic Days competition, an event held by the Indonesian Student Society at UTM for Indonesians who studies at UTM. And I played with some of my friends, and we finished second place after a tough finals against our juniors. So this one, as a hobby during the pandemic, I have learned a lot about music production and sound engineering. I have made a few songs and published them on streaming platforms like SoundCloud and Spotify. So feel free to check out my songs after this. So from playing basketball and music, I've picked up a few things: discipline, critical thinking, teamwork, and communication skills. Arguably, these are some of the most essential characteristics to have in most workplace environments. So and then let's start with the most basic skills. Microsoft Office tools, of course. I have been using software like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. I forgot how to pronounce it, but since middle school. It may be a basic one, but this one is an important one to learn and master, which great. Luckily, I have. So moving on to the programming languages. Prior to UTM, I had no experience using any of this whatsoever. These are the skills and tools I have learned and become proficient in throughout my university life. A major part for network engineers and backend developers is to at least be competent at these programming languages. For the front end, I can safely say I can use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to my full advantage. And I've learned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript from my previous semester, which was, I have a web programming subject. I studied web programming. So I've made websites that are aesthetically pleasing and working incredibly. Also, from my previous semesters, I've picked up Wireshark, a network protocol analyzer. It lets you see what's happening on your network at a microscopic level. If you know what you are doing, of course, and if you know what you are doing, of course. And I have also done my Cisco CCNA A1 and 2 certification exams using package tracers and such. This one, I had previously taken part in the KPPSLN Association. It's an organization. No, yeah, it's an organization that helps administer the votes for the presidential election in 2019 for Indonesian citizens outside of the country. The picture on the left was at the start of the election, and the picture on the right was when our team had collected all the votes from our designated area. So, and this one is from when I took part in the committee that carried out the Mandala Camp in 2019. Mandala Camp was basically an event where we helped introduce life in UTM and in Malaysia for Indonesian freshmen. Some of us have never even left the tour country prior to UTM, which is why the event was held in the first place. Along with my fellow Indonesians, I was a part of the team in charge of handling this blood donation event. It was volunteer work and was held on campus. And you can see I also took part in donating my own blood to help the cause. So that's all from me. I hope this helps with my job application for IndyHome. I will end my presentation with this quote from J.R.R. Tolkien. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. My name is Muharrir, and sign me up for IndyHome. Thank you.